Throughout this video, we may use terms to describe something in-game that you might be unfamiliar with. If this is the case, please check out the info section to better understand us. Today's tutorial is going to teach you a new way to approach your opponent and will demonstrate tactics which you can use in your metagame. Please note that we are not saying this is the best way to approach, we are simply providing you with an alternative style to add to your existing meta. The focus for today's video is stalling. Learning to do this will also help you to learn to read your opponents better. Stalling is a term commonly used to describe a non-confrontational play style where you are completely avoiding the fight for the purpose of running out the clock. However, this is a good way to describe what we want to teach you, so that's what we're calling it. Before we begin, let's talk about approaching your opponent in the neutral. Super Smash Bros. Is all about making your opponent pay for a mistake, and sometimes all you need is the smallest mistake to capitalize. Putting pressure on your opponent is one way to force a mistake, but something you never want to do is just rush in and attack, since it's so easily countered with a grab. Here's an alternative: try jumping twice. Why jump twice, you ask? Your first jump is used to check what your opponent is doing while keeping your own options open. In this case, Sheik jumps and Marth sidesteps. Make it look like you're going to attack, but instead, jump again. Jumping this way is also referred to as an empty hop, jumping and not doing anything. Marth whiffed his forward smash and therefore paid the ultimate price. If Marth decided to shield, Sheik could easily retreat to avoid potential attacks. Watch to see if your opponent committed to an attack, and if so, punish them while they're still recovering. This is an example of a mind game. It's important to note that repetitive actions make you easily readable, so try to be as unpredictable as possible. This is how you win at Smash. Next, we are going to look at character-specific moves that allow you to slow your momentum, or as we call it, stalling. Here is an example of how stalling can be used for a combo. A very simple footstool lock combo that is extended because of neutral B. We're all pretty familiar with Mario's cape and know that it's a great tool for edge guarding, but did you know that it once was a vital part of his recovery? In Melee, it was used to give you a little extra forward momentum as well as completely stopping you from falling down. In Smash 4, you won't gain nearly as much forward momentum, but it does stop you in mid-air. Using it to stall is a good way to give yourself better positioning, not just to edge guard, but for recoveries too. Fox's Reflector used to be such a good weapon in Melee, but it received quite a big nerf since then. Like Mario's cape, use it to slow your downward momentum and gain better positioning for recoveries and attacks. The rest of this video will show you a few more moves that allow you to stall. We will not be covering every one of them, as our primary intention is to teach you about stalling. When you use these moves, remember to try to stay unpredictable, otherwise your opponent will learn your patterns and gain the advantage. That being said, try to mix up what you already know and what you've just learned. Eventually, you'll find out what works best and develop a newer, better playstyle that will help you to win more often. Thank you for watching our tutorial video. We're planning on making more and intend to teach you more about developing your metagame. Please subscribe and look forward to them in the future. If you haven't seen our other videos yet, check out our most recent tutorial on avoiding multi-hit attacks by clicking the link on the left. And hey, we also stream on Twitch 4 days a week. Click the video on the right to check out our recent broadcasts. We'll just leave these links up for a few seconds so that you have plenty of time to click them.